I'm Carrie Willie, and this is Nilly Yeoman. She was a bomb detection dog over in Afghanistan for 3 years. She got her face cut open and almost lost her right eye on some shrapnel of a battery. At that time is when they detected that she had cancer.
Every year, more than 2.7 million healthy, adoptable animals are killed in the United States alone. Many animals, like Nellie, are subject to euthanasia despite being adoptable, friendly, or in good health, but cannot find homes. But this isn't a call to give money to some infomercial. Euthanasia, by definition, is killing something or someone in order to end suffering. But most animals aren't suffering. There simply are too many of them to save all of them. Dogs and cats are pregnant for about 3 months, and rabbits are only pregnant for 1 month. Dogs produce 5 to 6 at a time, cats can birth 2 to 5 kittens, but bunnies are a funny animal. Let's look at this example. So there's a boy bunny, and we'll stick to the gender norms and say he's blue. And he meets a girl bunny, and they start talking, and she likes Fellini movies, and he likes peat whiskey, and they really hit it off. And do what bunnies do. Only a month later, the couple has about 12 babies. Everything is okay up until this point. A little strapped for cash and time, but so far, so good. He wakes up at the night to change diapers. She feeds them during the day while he's at work. That is, until about 3 months go by, and those bunnies meet one another, fall in love, and do what bunnies do.
That is, until about 3 months go by, and those bunnies meet one another, fall in love, and do what bunnies do.
And they have their own babies.
Again, everything is fine until about 3 months go by, and those bunnies meet one another, fall in love, do what bunnies do, and have their own babies.
And so forth and so on. In order to alleviate the issue of overcrowded humane societies and animal control centers, the no-kill movement was born. No-kill attempts to rehome pets through adoptions and decrease the animal population in hopes of lowering euthanasia numbers.
Animals come into PAWS, we are a limited intake no-kill shelter. So we're not open admission like animal control. So we get animals 2 ways. We either pull them from animal control. Our staff members walk over daily and pull the animals that are available for adoption at animal control, but we also get owner surrenders, people who are forced to give up their pet for one reason or another, and they call us.
One of the most important aspects of the no-kill movement is spaying and neutering pets to prevent unwanted pet pregnancies. Many counties in the state of Georgia, including Columbus, Athens, and Atlanta-based neighborhoods, offer reduced to no-cost services for members of the community. The following operations took place on a traveling spay and neuter bus in Athens, Georgia. The Athens Humane Society is also a no-kill limited intake center, and they travel around helping families with low-cost services for their pets. Also, fair warning, this becomes a tad graphic in the middle. First, animals are placed under anesthesia. Dogs are given a tube, while cats are administered anesthesia through a mask to monitor their delicate lung capacity. The animals are shaved, so there isn't contamination to the surgical wound. For a female, the uterus and reproductive tract is removed through an incision below their belly button, and then stitched together with dissolvable stitches. For males, well,
one is very big compared to the other one, which is weird. Just kind of strip that fascia is what it's called. It's just kind of what's holding on to everything.
Like the fatty part?
Yeah, and then I just auto-ligate him on himself again. Clip that tight. Slice him off. Yeah, all the knots are holding well. They're all pretty tiny. And then I just kind of work this down on a 360 to make sure that knot is tight.
Okay.
You don't want him bleeding out. And he's done. Just clean him up.
In this cat's case, the incision is not sutured. The wound heals around itself. The animals are then carefully placed into personal kennels for observations before being reunited with their family. Male cats take the longest to wake up, but female animals have the most invasive procedure. The whole thing takes about 20 minutes, but can last up to an hour and a half if a clinic is extremely busy. Adoption is the second major part to the no-kill movement. I encourage all of you to adopt rather than buy a designer pet from a designer store. Needless to say, I'm kind of an animal nut, but I never intended to own any more animals after my puppy passed away, let alone a pregnant, feral cat from the banks of the Chattahoochee. Not even the good side of the Chattahoochee. This is Slut Cat, and no, she doesn't have a Christian name. We were lucky enough to find all of her kittens homes, but somehow my mother ended up with the crap one, Gizmo, aka the spawn of Satan, aka Gizmo the Destroyer. Slut Cat is the most gracious little cat of all time. She knows the slums where she came from and now brings us lizards and snakes for dinner. I love Slut Cat, and Gizmo, I guess, when he's not being a jerk. She's been the best companion in the worst of times, and I can't imagine my life without her.
Hey, Izzy girl. Hi. Hi. Sit. No. No, sit. 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 Paw. Yes, good girl. I'd like to say that we chose to adopt Izzy, but she really chose us. We had talked about getting a dog, but we hadn't settled on it yet. And then we saw her sitting outside of Petco with Safe Haven. She was really skinny because she was malnourished. She had on a Kermit the Frog shirt. We knew that we had to bring her home and give her love, and she's been a part of our family ever since.
Okay, this is Will coming to you from Mankato, Minnesota. Got Riley and Honey. Riley being older, she turns 4 in 2 days. Adopted her 3 years ago from the Blue Earth County Humane Society. She came to us from Alabama. We have Honey here. We also got from Blue Earth County Humane Society, both the no-kill shelter, all that stuff. She was also a $280 rehoming fee.
It's about $800 cheaper than adopting dogs.
Yeah, much cheaper than a puppy mill, and
Come here, Ryan.
both very well behaved, both pit bull mixes.
And both full of love.
Yeah, both female and both very full of love and super awesome dogs. Definitely recommend going that route if you're looking for an animal.
Adopt, don't shop.
Yeah.
This lazy dog right here is Bullet. I got him about 2 years ago from Animal Control, and when I got him he had a respiratory infection, a bladder infection, and a 9mm bullet in his throat. In the past 2 years he's been the best dog. He doesn't bark, he loves kids, he loves people, and he is just a great dog.
Happy birthday, dear Finn. Happy birthday to you. Sit. Be nice. Be nice. Nom 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 nom.
Our sweet puppy Finn on his 10th birthday. Sean found him in a shelter in Dothan, Alabama, the day he was brought in. He had to wait 3 days before bringing him home. That was 8 years ago. He has since moved to Georgia and then Illinois with us. He loves to chase tennis balls, kill squeaky toys, beg for table scraps, and hang out with his best buddy Brooklyn. Bailey Howard.
The euthanasia numbers have decreased. We still have a lot of work to do, but I believe the city is committed to doing everything it can to get these numbers down. It's a learning process. It takes time, but I do believe we are definitely headed in the right direction.
Carrie and her husband are huge advocates of the no-kill movements and have adopted
6 dogs, 8 horses, and 4 cows. She has not a clue about a horse or a cow yet, so we're moving into working on that.
Since adopting Nellie, Carrie and her husband have partnered with Auburn University for Nellie's chemotherapy treatments for her cancer.
Auburn is currently trying to help us, and we adopted her and got her started. Auburn's going to start a Purple Heart Fund for her and dogs like her, so that when people do adopt these dogs, that they will have some sort of help for them. Now she is retired and she is learning to be a farm dog.
That's a happy ending. That's why we do what we do, to try to get those happy endings and connect those animals into their forever home and give them the second chance of life that they deserve.
Part of my job. I hate catching testicles and shaving.
Expressing the bladder.
And I just cut his testicle.
Oh, trim that up. Poor dog.
Really, I don't have time for this. I'm not.
It's like stuck to his.
Go ahead. I'm not touching it. This is a video. I don't have gloves on. I'm not doing it.